back to our online class. In the previous class we saw the lesson number 7, forests and wildlife. Forests and wildlife. In the previous class we saw the types of forest. That is 5 types of forests. First one is evergreen forest, deciduous forest, dry forest, coniferous forest and tidal forest. In the previous class we saw these 3 types of forest. That is evergreen forest, deciduous forest and dry forest. So today we are going to see coniferous forest. The fourth type is coniferous forest. Coniferous forest. Take page number 259. Take page number 259 in your textbook. Coniferous forest. Coniferous forests are mountain forest. Another name for this is mountain forest. Mountain forest. So coniferous forests are also known as mountain forests. The coniferous forests are found in the higher slopes of the Himalayas and in the Nilagiri hills in the south. So these coniferous forests are found higher slopes of the Himalayas, and in Nilagiri hills in the south. So in Himalayas means north side, higher slopes of Himalayas. Where did this Himalayas mean? Coniferous forest found higher slopes of Himalayas and in Nilagiri hills in the south. So this type of forest is found in higher slopes of Himalayas and Nilagiri hills in the south. Next, the trees of this forest bear cones and have pointed leaves. This forest trees, the trees which are going in this forest, the leaves are pointed like this needle-like structure in the point of the ends, and the flowers, that means flowers in a cone shape. Instead of flowers, the trees will be a cone shape. So the trees of this forest bear cones and have pointed leaves. These trees grow in cold climate. Trees grows in cold climate, very cold climate. The most common coniferous trees are pine, oak. The types of trees found here is pine, oak, fir, spruce, deodar and beech. So the types of trees found here is pine, oak, fir, spruce, deodar and beech. And the wood of these trees is soft and is used for making furniture. The wood present for these trees are very soft and used for furniture. So once again we see this topic. Coniferous forests are mountain forests, and these are found in higher slopes of Himalayas and in the Nilagiri hills in the south. And the trees found here is pine, oak, fir, spruce, deodar and beech. And the leaves are, these trees of this forest bear cones and have pointed leaves. So this trees grows in only cold climate. Okay, next type of forest is tidal forest. The tidal forests are found in the marshy land of the deltas. Where does this tidal forest found? Marshy areas. Marshy land of the deltas. Marshy land of the deltas. These forests are commonly flooded by seawater. These forests are commonly flooded. That means more rains by seawater. And the most common trees found in the forest are mangrove and sundari. The most common trees found here is mangrove and sundari. So these are the types of trees found here in the marshy land of deltas, that means tidal forest. And next page, the tidal forest in the delta of the Ganga and Brahmaputra in West Bengal are called Sundarabans because of the Sundari trees found here. The tidal forest in the delta of the Ganga and Brahmaputra. The tidal forests are in the Ganga and Brahmaputra. So in West Bengal, it is called Sundarabans. The forests are Sundarabans, called as Sundarabans. And because of the Sundari trees found here, so these forests are called Sundarbans. Sundarbans. Where in Ganga, so delta of the Ganga, delta of the Ganga and Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra in West Bengal. In West Bengal, that is state, West Bengal state. So the tidal forest in the delta of Ganga and Brahmaputra in West Bengal called Sundarabans. These forests are called Sundarabans in West Bengal. And because of the Sundari trees present here, that is found here. So this is our tidal forest. It will found in marshy land of the deltas, and the mangroves and Sundari trees grow here more. And this forest in West Bengal is called Sundarabans because of the Sundari trees found here. This is our types of forests. Okay children, next topic is conservation of forest. Conservation of forests. The population of our country, that means in India, is increasing at a very fast rate. The population means the number of people, number of births of people. So it is increasing day by day at a very fast rate. So it is desirable to have 1/3 of country under forests, but unfortunately our country has only 1/4 of its area under forest. So our country, it is desirable to have 1/3 of our country under forest, 1/3 of our country under forest. Unfortunately our country has only 1/4 of its area under forest. And so it is important to plant more trees for conserving our forest. To conserve our forest, what we will do first? To plant more trees. Plant more trees. Conservation is to save. Okay. Next, the interdependences between animals and plants in an area is called ecosystem. The interdependence between, that means plants will depend on animals and for food, and animals will depend on plants for food. That means interdependence on plants and animals, between plants and animals in an area is called ecosystem. What is ecosystem? The interdependence of dependence of plants and animals in an area is called ecosystem. The interdependence of plants and animals in an area is called ecosystem. And when trees are cut down, it disturbs the ecosystem. When the people are cutting down the trees, the ecosystem will disturb. And the plants absorb carbon dioxide given out by animals, and in turn give out oxygen, which is important for our survival. Plants absorb carbon dioxide, CO2. Plants absorb carbon dioxide and it will give oxygen. That oxygen will breathe by us and animals also for survival. And the top layer of soil becomes loose due to deforestation and is easily carried away by wind and water. The topmost layer of the earth's crust is soil, and this soil is losing due to the deforestation, that is cutting down of trees. The soil erosion is not controlling, and easily carried away by wind and water. The topmost layer of the soil is carrying away due to the deforestation and also carrying away by the wind and water. Landslides and floods are frequent in deforested areas. Landslides and floods. Floods means more rains. Landslides and floods are frequent in deforested areas. And forests are attracted rainfall too. Forests attract rainfall too. If we grow, that means the forest is occupying many places. That means large place in an area. The rainfall also the forest attract rainfalls. And the Chipko movement under the leadership of Sundarlal Bahuguna aims at preserving our forest. To preserve our forest, one movement is started, that is the Chipko movement. Chipko movement under the leadership of Sundarlal Bahuguna. So this person started Chipko movement to conserve the forest, to preserve the forest. The Chipko movement under the leadership of Sundarlal Bahugun aims at preserving our forest. The Chipko movement started for preserving our forest. This started under the leadership of Sundarlal Bahuguna. Next, this is called Chipko movement because the people of the villages refused to allow trees to be cut down by hugging them. Some people are not allowed to cut the trees. This is Chipko movement. The Chipko movement because the people of the villages. So in some villages more trees are forest is found. No, the village people what they done? They refused to allow trees to be cut down by hugging them. They hug the trees and they are not allowed them to cutting. And the other popular movements to encourage plantation of more trees are Vanamahotsava and social forestry. And the movements to encourage plantation, that means to plant more trees. Some areas Vanamahotsava is done and social forestry also done. A large number of trees are planted every year during programs. Every year they conducting Vanamahotsava and social forestry programs. In these programs, so they will plant more trees every year under these programs. And the latest in these programs is to encourage children and their parents to plant more trees and look after them. The Chipko movement encourages the people to not cut the trees, and this Vanamahotsava programs is encouraging the children and their parents to plant more trees every year. Okay. So this is our conservation of forest, and next topic is conservation of wildlife. We'll see in the next class. Thank you.